gosh.
Because you
Oh,
can easily date a 5, leave the 10s for the more secure men. Here we go.
Understand, okay? I don't understand how men try to go after a baddie, quote unquote, try to date a baddie, and then be mad that while in the relationship, she continues to be a baddie. I don't get that. You chose her because she was a baddie, right? But now all of a sudden she's supposed to be invisible to other men around, and you're mad at her because she's cute. You're mad at her because other men are trying to talk to her. It's your insecurities.
Why do you play her again?
Can,
Oh God.
For
Can I say
fuck's
something?
sake.
she's annoying. Why she looking up at a teleprompter or something?
Because
Mr.
I'm trying to
Lego,
figure
No,
out
just
that's
5 minutes ago, you was
that's a
agreeing with
lot.
him.
That's a lot of the modern women. You sure was. You flip flopping again.
what's a fucking baddie. Like that's what I'm saying. What's a bad? That's what's a IG model. Is a bad ran through hole. That's a bad. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. What she's talking about.
Let me go to Trev first.
Okay, so there's actually some truth in that, right? Um, a lot of 5s come with less hassles, so the 10s, you do have to worry about that. Like I've been out in some situations when you with a 10, you got to move different. Like especially if you're in a major city, you run around South Street or something in Philly, and it's a bunch of dudes out there, especially when
What
they're
you
in
know about
packs.
South
You got to
Street?
move dudes, huh?
So what you know about South
Oh,
Street?
oh, I'm not that far from there.
Uh-oh.
So you got to move different. Like when you, and that's not just there. That's any major city, right? Dudes will try to holler. They don't care if you with a chick, whatever. That's just one hassle. Then you got the attitude. It's different because they have an overinflated sense of ego because men overvalidate them all day, especially if she's a social media person. She don't even have to do nothing but just wake up and look at her joint. She got hits from everybody. Everybody's hitting her up. Everybody's like, oh, babe, eggplant emoji, smiley face, hearts, everything, every day. So she's always going to feel like she has options with other dudes in a lot of cases. That's not always going to be, but for the most part, when you start dealing with them, it's more hassle. And you just may not want that. Like if you get with somebody, I don't know if I would go as low as a 5. I mean, probably like I always say 7's the magic number for real, because she looks good enough, but not like a serious hassle at the same time. So that's more so what I would say is the sweet spot. But a 5 is kind of crazy. I don't know if I would go that low. But either way, women, they're just going to behave like that when they have that much attention. Like I was saying earlier, they have way too much sexual access, and it's a headache. So I could definitely understand there's some truth to that. Like, not all of them act like that, but a overwhelming majority of them, especially the women who are now exposed to social media, and men just don't want to have to work that hard to try to maintain a female. If you are up there and you are, if you have a lot of social status, if you are wealthy, it's a lot easier for you. The more you have your stuff together as a man, the better opportunities you have to be able to retain these types of women and attract these types of women. But it's not always going to go like that. Even with them, they still might be out there looking at other dudes too. So it's just a hassle sometimes.
What?
That's the only thing. Hey, it's a hassle sometimes. It really is.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Penny, then Stacey.
I think there's some truth to it as well. I think a lot of men do get with some women off the way that they look, and then once they're with them, they want them to change certain things, change the way they dress, change how they post, things of that nature. And I do think that other men talk to other men and say, if you show him a picture of your girlfriend and she's really cute, he'll say, man, she must be a headache. She's gonna be a headache because of the way that she looks. I've seen men say that, so I think I think it's some truth to that.
Yeah,
Men actually
yeah,
do that. So
yeah,
I had a conversation with
yeah.
my boyfriend yesterday about the exact same thing. And one of his boys said the same thing. She must be a headache, just off the way someone looks. So I definitely think some truth to it.
Yeah, she's a 9 or a 10. She's super annoying.
No.
So
Stacey.
maybe what would you guys consider like the 5 to the 10? Like, what would be a 5 compared to like a 9 or a 10? Yeah, that's a good question.
Like in
Five
real
is-
life, not like
A
celebrity.
5 is an average woman. A 10 is like these.
No, a 5 is
People
bad.
that-
A 7 is an average woman. You
No,
said that
5
yourself
is
just a second
average.
ago.
What? 5 is
The
average.
average is
Average.
5.
What's
Yeah,
five?
5
What's,
is
what's
average.
10
You
divided
don't
by
think
2?
A five is kind of like
What's 10
not-
divided by 2? Lord have mercy.
well, in my opinion, an average woman to me is like a 7. A 9 or a 10 is like, like Penny said, she's most likely
10 is
going to be a headache in some kind
10
of
is
way.
perfection. 9 is nearly
But
perfection.
who would that woman?
8 is
would you
awesome.
guys equate that
7
to
is
like
very good.
I would say Halle Berry is a
bar
10.
or
Halle Berry is a 10.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good one. 90s Halle Berry.
Berry, not on
Yeah.
10.
okay,
Halle
but
Berry is a 10.
Shit.
We're
You
men.
talking about a woman-
Can y'all listen to damn men? What'd you say,
She
Precious?
was,
no, I'm
Yeah.
listening.
she
Oh.
was voted most beautiful woman in the world 4 times
5
in a row.
times. Yeah.
That's
I
a
feel like
10.
a 10. I feel like a 10 should be all around standards.
We're
All
men.
around
think that-
Stop
that's
listening to
mommy.
what you should be. Halle Berry, 90s Halle Berry was a 10 to us.
Mommy, you to men, the core things that we need, that is exactly what it is. Men don't care about looks as you get older, especially 10s, all that don't really matter. She
Yeah, it
has to
don't
look
matter.
borderline. She has to be looking all right, but if she's cooperative, feminine, and she's
Yeah.
with you and she supports you, that automatically makes you a 10.
That's why I
In the
think that's
man's
a
world.
10 right there.
Yeah, that's
See,
a 10.
10s be
but the-
fucking ball players, and now she with you, and I'm not a ball player, so I
But
don't, I don't want to
but
be
the-
dealing with no chick like, oh yeah, my ex was so and so. I don't want to deal with all that. Just she don't got
Do
ran
y'all,
through.
do
by
y'all
different ball
see the way
players and shit.
the way society though, as we go forward, have made women masculine with the 10 and made men feminine with the 10? So if a woman's a 10, she got options. She can do what she want to do. You have to prioritize her. Everything's about her. She can, at any point she can just be done if she wants to. She can do whatever she wants to do. But when a man's a 10, he got to be monogamous. He got to be loyal. He got to be a provider. He got to only worry about you and have no options at all. That sounds like a woman. And when he powerful, he got to control. I mean, and a man got to make himself too. Women can show up. You born a 10. The man got to make himself a 10. He got to create his whole entire life. But now I gotta turn my energy into a feminine energy that caters completely to a woman after I built my whole entire life. And I show up to typically saturated women. If
have
it's
a
a
point.
divine woman, it's a whole different point. But it's crazy how the men are women now and the women are men. Like,
I
it's
don't think
wild to me.
women are born 10.
Ali, I was just about to
Well,
speak
to a
to that.
certain degree,
No.
The 10 usually is getting ran through by the higher dudes in the
What I-
city. So so a 10 is usually a hoe altogether because she's getting ran through by the niggas with money.
But why would she even be a 10?
Pressure.
Because we're only
Precious.
basing this off of looks.
Looks
Stacey.
only. We're talking about looks only. See, just like Ali said, when it comes to a man being a 10, quote unquote, it's about character, it's about money, it's about a lot. But we only care about looks, just like we talked about what Lady Di said, shooting the club up. She got a fat ass, she's pretty. That's all that matters.